And, Coach, this is what we wanted. We wanted competitive series in the NBA. I think in particular, as we sort of look back to yesterday, I think the Pacers-Knicks is sort of predictable here. I think that that's fair to say, is that the home team won their games. But you tell me, Coach, what is going on with the series between Minnesota and Denver here? How in the world did Minnesota go to Denver and win 2 games? And how have the Nuggets completely turned it around? They win yesterday 105-107. I think that's a good place to start.
Well, it's a great place to start, Craig, and always a pleasure to be on with you. But let's be honest, folks, it's the play of the superstars of the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions, who didn't play well, particularly in Game 1 or Game 2. You can really forget about Jamal Murray throwing the heating pad onto the floor or whatever, shooting 3 of 18. Let's be honest, they've been really, really good. The last 2 games, Jamal Murray, 19-point shot at 43% from 3, 8 assists. You can go to Nikola Jokic and his outstanding play, 35, 7, and 3. But the guy that we maybe need to look at that's really been playing well the last 2 games on both sides of the ball, we got to talk about Aaron Gordon last night. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And what he's done particularly, Craig, on the defensive end of the floor, defending Karl Anthony Towns and really limiting Karl Anthony and what he can do has really been outstanding player. Karl Anthony Towns, if you look at the last 2 games, Craig, 5 of 18 last night, only 7 shots in game number 3. He's been outstanding. But then the last part, really quick, folks, is going into the series, as great as Rudy Gobert is defensively, Rudy Gobert cannot guard your best player. He's not a defender. And I want people to understand this. I hope people understand what I'm saying. He's a weak side shot blocker and a rim protector and a good rebounder. Guarding someone one-on-one, he can't do. And it's starting to show right now. I wonder if Coach Finch starts to put him more on the bench more and maybe go more with Naz Reid, who's a far better defender, especially guarding a big like Jokic, than Rudy Gobert.
All right, well, if that's sort of the way to predict how the series continues, is it fair to say that the Knicks-Pacers series is just whoever has home court in Game 7, as we know it's the Knicks, wins the series? Because, Coach, Indiana played – is this fair to say? Indiana played better in New York than New York has played in Indiana. And is that fair, or is that just due to injury? What do you think?
No, it's injury. You know what, Craig, if you look at it, the Knicks went on a 24-8 run to end the third quarter of game number 3, and then their legs literally gave out. 0 of 7 from layups around the basket in the fourth quarter of game number 3, and now finally the adjustment has been made starting in game 3. Naismith is guarding Jalen Brunson. It's something that I've talked about ad nauseum with this network. After the first game, you got to put a bigger body defender on Brunson, because I know McConnell gives him fits, but a number doesn't do it to him because of the fact that Jalen Brunson can bump you off your spot and create contact and fouls. Well, Naismith is stronger, more, and you can't bump him off. Brunson's not stronger than him. He's not taller than him. So to me, I think that's happened. And then obviously the injury to OG Anunoby, it's really been a problem. Obviously he played really well in game number 2 before he went out with the hamstring injury. New York's running out of bodies. And to me, what Rick Carlisle is doing is masterful. Get the game up and down and say, all right, Tibbs, can your guys make it to the finish line? I will say this, and this could be a really bit of a crazy take. The best thing that happened to the Knicks, honestly, is they got blown out. That is the best thing that happened to the Knicks, because Brunson only played 31 minutes. Hart played 24. DiVincenzo played 32. Those are, honestly, folks, those are pedestrian numbers for the 45, 46, and in Hart's case, 48 minutes a game. The only thing that's been a problem with New York with this series, only one day in between games, they don't get a ton of rest.